Hello and welcome to another episode of Book Journey Mentor Uncut. My name is Danni Blechner. I'm an author, book journey mentor, founder of a company called Conscious Dreams Publishing. We work with authors from all over the world to help them get their powerful messages and stories out there in the form of books. Behind me is my bookshelf and it is just displaying just some of the 50 books that we have published over the last two and a bit years. I'm absolutely passionate about offering a platform to unseen, unheard voices. Hello there. Offering a platform for authors to really have their voices shared, their stories heard, and a place for them really to publish work that educates, inspires, and empowers. We work with people from all over the world. We do not discriminate when it comes to age. I'm just trying to invite people at the same time, struggling. We don't discriminate when it comes to age. Our youngest author is in fact 13 years old. It was 15 years old, but she has now lost that title after we published XX1V, which is here. Our youngest author, Mikkel Angel, M. Angel, she wrote an 84,000 word novel. So, oops. As you're coming in to the broadcast, please do say hello, tap the screen, let me know you're here, and please do feel free to share and invite your followers, as I am trying to invite some people now. Now I have an awesome guest who shall be coming on. There we go, an awesome guest who's going to be coming on, but first I'm going to tell you a little bit about the show. So Dee, if you are here, please do just write hello in the comments and then I can invite your beautiful daughter on any second now. So what are you watching? You are watching Book Journey Mentor Uncut. What is this show all about? This show is a platform for new, up-and-coming, as well as established authors to really share their story. And when I say story, I don't necessarily mean their book or their message, but to really share their book journey. Hello. I know there are a lot of people who watch this show and they want to be authors. It's perhaps been a dream of theirs or something that they've wanted. Thank you so much. Thank you that they've wanted to do for years and years and years. Maybe they've got, you know, a manuscript that's been under their bed or on their laptop for over a decade. Maybe they've got just an idea that they've been carrying around, and this is show I think is inspirational in the sense of listening to other authors' journey, no matter the age, and hearing how their success has come about, and hearing how they found the publishing process and the writing process helps people to see that it is tangible, it is something that you can do, and it's not this massive Kilimanjaro walk that seems impossible. Hello Malcolm, nice to see you. Hello Vipin, nice to see you. I've got some new people in. Please, as you're coming in, please do say hello, tap the screen, show us some love, share this out, invite your followers, let me know where you are watching from as well. So, it's also an opportunity to hear from people within the industry. So I talk to editors, I speak to marketers, I want to speak to PR experts, I want to speak to book marketers, I want to speak to typesetters, I want to speak to people who are really part of the book publishing process and the publishing world. So I'm going to be talking to more and more people within that domain to really help you to get an idea about how and what it takes to actually publish a book professionally and successfully. On this show I've interviewed one of my illustrators, Jay Thompson, who actually done a lot of illustrations for us, but he has recently illustrated our first landscape 11 times 8, I think it's 8 inches book. Anyway, it's called Dolly May and the Magical Enchanted Garden. So he recently did the illustrations for this. As you can see, they're absolutely beautiful on good quality, thick premium paper as well. This is coming out on the 26th of May. Very excited about that. He's also, there you go, done Renee's Magical Wellington boots as well. So we have interviewed him and spoke about the process behind creating covers and creating interesting and engaging illustrations. So without any further ado, I am interviewing Naysa. Naysa is awesome. We haven't met yet. She's 13 years old, so she's 13 is still my youngest author. So herself and Mikkel will be my youngest authors at the Conscious Dreams Publishing House. She has written a book. So she's got a manuscript called The Other Side. And when I spoke to her and her mum, we had a consultation on the phone about a month ago. And I was just, the way she answered the questions was just spot on. She knew exactly what her book was about. She knew exactly why she was writing it. She knew who it was for. And I was so impressed with the way she articulated her inspiration behind the book. I absolutely, absolutely love, wanted to help her to really build a platform and get this book published. So I'm going to invite her onto the broadcast right now. Go, Naysa. Let's do it. Please give her some love, show her some love, give her lots of support. I love nurturing young talent and I love seeing young people shine and do well. Thank you, Daniel. No problem. Thank you, Linda. Hey, she's here. Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Excellent. You look lovely.
Thank you.
So, tell us, is this your first Facebook Live?
Yes,
It is. How do you feel?
I'm very excited.
Good. All right. I'm feeling excited for you. So tell us a little bit about your book, The Other Side. I know that you sent me a manuscript and I was very impressed, but in your words, tell without telling anyone too much, because we want them to buy the book. What's the book about and what inspired you to write it?
So the book is about a girl named Anna who doesn't have a care in the world besides herself, and she doesn't focus on anyone else, and she doesn't really care. But then, as she goes through the book and as she goes through the journey, she finds that she has to realize that there is other people out there, and she does have to care about other people besides herself because it's important. And so, what inspired me to write the book was just all the books that I've read in the past, and I've watched movies and everything, and just myself as well, because I've been inspired by people in my life as well. So I just really
Yeah.
like to kind of incorporate it all into one thing.
Amazing. What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie is probably like the Harry Potter series.
Yes, that's what we're talking about. I love the Harry Potter books first, and then the film for me. Anyway, awesome. So what I
Mhm.
love about your book is that you really thought really clearly about the message and your why behind it, and you wanted to show that actually there is a point in our life where we need to look outside of ourselves and realize that actually yes, we're important, but we're living in a world of other people, and it's really important to be compassionate towards people. What made you really want to share that message with people?
I think it's because I've always been writing books. And then this specific one, when I was writing it and I was really proud of it, and I didn't just want it to be another one that just, like stayed on my computer. So I really wanted it to like get out there and to share the message with everybody.
Excellent, lovely, thank you. Oh, you got some lovely comments here. So we've got Indy saying, "You beautiful girl, so proud of you." Uka saying, "Whoop whoop." Linda saying, we look at my baby, so intelligent and special." Janine says, "Go Naysa." You've got lots of support here. You've got Andrew. You've got Malcolm. Hello, thank you so much for joining. Please do share this out.
Thank
Please do
you.
invite your followers. If you have just tuned in, my name is Daniela Blechner, and you are watching Book Journey Mentor Uncut, where I'm interviewing the awesome and amazing Naysa Simone, who has written her first book, not published yet. She's written her first book called The Other Side, and she'll be working with us at Conscious Dreams Publishing very, very soon. So tell us a little bit more about your character. So we know she's quite selfish. What
Yeah.
other traits does she have, and what do you like best about your character?
Oh, well, I think what I like best is the fact that she, as in, even though besides her vanity, she's still quite vulnerable, I feel, on the inside. And as the book like progresses, you can kind of see that. And I kind of like the way that even though she's kind of mm, like focused on herself, towards like the middle and the end, you can kind of see how she progresses. So I like the fact that she's kind of able to grow through the book and she's not just focused on herself the entire time. She's actually
Yeah.
quite open-minded to everything. Quite like.
Excellent, good. And that is what great writers do. They craft characters that develop and they change and they evolve. Because if they were just 2D, we wouldn't really grow with them. We'd get a bit bored and just not feel like they're really evolving. It's just very cardboard cutout. So
Yeah.
I love that as well. Trevor says, "Naysa, you superstar." Pink says, "Hello." Oh, yes, lovely, very bright and intelligent young lady, beautiful Caroline. Exactly. Fantastic. Look at these lovely comments you're getting. So have you told anyone at school that you've written a book?
I've told a few of my friends, yeah. I haven't told everybody yet. I think I will eventually, yeah. But I just have told some of my closest friends, and the response has been really positive, so I'm really happy about that.
Lovely, I love it. So I know that obviously with your book it's a children's. Well, first of all, who's the book for? First of all, who do you say your main audience is?
I think my main audience will kind of be around my age and a bit younger as well. But I feel like the book like really could be for everyone. But I feel like mainly it's kind of targeted at my age group.
Amazing. So young girls and boys between ages of what, 11
Like
to 14?
10, 15, yeah.
Lovely.
I think
But at the same time, because of the message, it's something that most people can enjoy,
yeah,
everyone can
everyone
enjoy.
can kind of relate to,
Brilliant.
yeah.
Lovely. What I love is that you haven't just written a manuscript, but you haven't just written a manuscript, but you've actually managed the whole project before we've even gone into the publishing process. So as you know, we have, hey Sarah, nice to see you. Check out we're not working together yet, but this is Naysa. She's a 13-year-old author. Awesome. Had a consultation about a month ago, and she was, I've read her manuscript. It's brilliant. She's been working with an illustrator sort of independently that you found this, you sourced this illustrator yourself. Yeah,
Yeah,
tell
me
us
and my
how this.
mom.
Awesome. Sorry, there's our editor's online. This will be a job for you, Rhoda. She'll be your editor. Hey, what a boss girl and so sweet. Sorry, I'm joining in a little late. What's the title of the book? It's called The Other Side, and there's a Facebook page as well, isn't there?
Yes, the other side and more.
Awesome. So Naysa, what would be lovely if you could at the end of this interview just tag in The Other Side and More, or just put the web link so people can like it and find out
Yeah.
what's been going on. So tell us a little bit about how you've been working with this illustrator.
So the illustrator is a friend of my mum's, Marvin, and so we've been working for I think a few months now, maybe since I think the start of this year.
Oh, we've dropped out a bit. It's frozen.
Oh, hear me?
We'll be a bit patient. Oh, she's back. Hello.
Okay.
So we've got up to
So
since the start of this year. Yep.
oh yeah. So we've been having weekly meetings together, like through WhatsApp video calls and everything, and we've been working on storyboards, and it was a good way for me to learn how to lay out a story properly. So we've been
Amazing.
working through storyboards and images and just like even little stick people to learn how to develop the illustrations in the book and choose the ones that I really want in the book and the main ones and which one is significant to each chapter.
Amazing. I just think you're amazing, honestly. How you just I feel like you're great. You're already in the world of publishing, talking about sort of collaborating with illustrators. It's brilliant. I love it. So tell us then, what is a storyboard, first of all, for those who don't know, and also what has been rewarding, and what challenges have you found sort of with the illustration process?
So storyboarding is kind of when you have like a sheet of paper and it's got several boxes in it, maybe it's got six. And so what I did is I broke up my chapters into chunks and then I tried to put a picture to each chunk of the chapter and then you put it in the storyboard and then you just kind of lightly describe what's happening in there and it helps you to kind of visualize the whole process, which makes it easier. But I did find one of the challenges was kind of the final look of the characters. It was kind of like, what texture should her hair be, or do the eyes look like this or that? And we just had to really make sure that everything was just final, it was just finished, you know. So we had to kind of go back a bit, but we managed to take more steps forward as well. So I think that's been really rewarding personally to just be able to see the final thing, like all the hard work from both of us has paid off. So it's finally done.
Amazing! I love it. We've got Jason Lee who's watching at the moment. He's I spoke about him earlier. He's one of our illustrators. He did before they fall off the shelf. He did these books as well, so I'm sure he can relate to what you're saying about the illustration process. And definitely when we work with authors, there's always the tweaking that goes on. So you might have the overall idea and the vision, but it's like, oh, what should we make the main focus? What should the texture of the hair be
Yeah.
like? What are these fine details that we may not always think about when we're writing that come into play? And sometimes, like you said, you've got to take a little few steps backwards in order to go forward. So that's a really good observation. Brilliant. Rhoda said she'll follow on Facebook. Love from America. Hello, Christine from America.
Hi.
Hello. So tell us then, we've talked about the illustration process and some of the rewards and challenges. What is the next step for Naysa? What are we doing now?
Well, the next step is to obviously get it published, so that it's properly out there. And we want to do a whole like book launch so everyone can like be included and buy copies of the book and everything. And I think the serious next steps for me is to write a part two because the book's like not finished. It's just a part one for now. So I just want to write another part and then continue to get my books published out there so everyone can read them.
I love this. It's maybe like a part of a series. Yeah, very
Yeah,
clever idea to leave it on a cliffhanger and then you leave it open so you can do something, do a follow up from
yeah.
it. I love that. So tell us about your crowdfunding campaign. So first of all, to those who don't know what a crowdfunding campaign is, when we spoke on the phone, one thing we help people do is set up a crowdfunding campaign. So crowdfunding is a way of raising finances to be able to publish the book, order the book, do the book launches. There's obviously cost involved. And if you want something done professionally and you want to have a nice venue and you want to order your books and, you know, have a really good job done, then obviously, you know, we have to raise finances for that. So I know that you set one up last month, and just tell us about it, because when your mum sent me your video, I was so impressed. My socks were blown out of the window. So tell us a little bit about, hi Janessa, hi Denise, hey. Tell us a bit about your crowdfunding campaign and how it's been going, because it's still going, isn't it?
Yeah, it's still on until the 11th of May. And really, it's just been amazing, honestly. Like, I didn't expect it to happen this quickly. It was on the eighth day that I had it open that I hit my goal of £900. And that was just crazy for me because I really didn't expect it to happen so quickly. And it's just so much support that I've gotten from my family and friends of the family. I just want to say, like, thank you so much because it's just happened so like great and I hit my goal and the money is still I'm still getting more funds which can go toward like the book launch and everything and buying new books for the book launch and it's just been amazing, honestly. It's just been amazing.
Oh, you make me emotional. Oh, that's lovely. That's so good. So she set up this crowdfunding campaign, and within 8 days, you reached your goal of £900.
Yeah.
But obviously, there's more costs involved in terms of getting the venue, getting the books, doing the book launch. So please do support this lovely young lady. See, she's brilliant. She's bright. She's got a message. She's got the passion. She's dedicated. She set up her own Facebook page, and your mother was saying that you had written out a schedule of what you're going to post each week. I mean, that's what we do. You know, that's fantastic. That's what, you know, business owners do when they're creating their own content. It's fantastic. So please do, if you, Mum, if you could put a link to the crowdfunding campaign, that would be great. There's 11 days left, so if you could please contribute, you can contribute funds, and there's things that they can get in return. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think so. On the website you can see it and it like comes up so with all the details.
Yeah. So maybe I think you can get a copy of the book. So mature, onwards and upwards. Lovely, Andrea. Fantastic. Well done, sweetie. Says Janessa. Rhoda says amazing girl. I know. I don't know how we find them, but we always find such a great caliber of people to work with. And like one of the things I love, people who know me know that I love working with young people. So it's been a blessing for me for you to have come to us and to see the talent, to see your passion, and not, you know, you're not thinking, oh gosh, what am I doing? I don't want to do. I've got an idea, I'm passionate about it, and you do everything you can to make it happen. I just think it's such an important quality. I'm so proud of you. Trevor says, J.K. Rowling, step aside. My little cousin is coming true. Oh, lovely. Just an inspirational young lady, indeed, indeed. So tell us then, Naysa, what is your one wish for this book? What is your, apart from getting it published, what is your one wish for this?
I think my one wish would kind of be able to For me personally, I want to be, when I go out to like Harrow Shopping Centre or wherever, I want to be able to like look in a bookstore and see one of my books there, like on the shelves. And I want to be able to see people like, like looking at it and like, oh, reading the blurb and everything and wanting to buy it. I actually want to like see it like actually happening.
Amazing. Imagine it. Write that down. Write it down. What your vision, what you want, and imagine it happening each day. And yes, you got your book. I love
Yeah.
it. What have you got in this book? What
And
else
this
have
is
you got in that book? If you don't mind me
So this is just my this is the book that I've been using for my visualizations with the illustrator. So I drew
asking?
some storyboards in here to begin with. So this is
Great.
where it all started out. I got like a new journal so I could write everything, and I've just got like notes and like tasks that I had to do for that week and everything. So I've got everything just kind of laid out. This is like my author book. And then I've
Oh,
also got
good.
this here, which is all of my storyboards, like when they've been properly like printed out and everything. So I've got
Oh,
everything just here. Yeah. So it's all in the folder.
wow.
Yeah, I've got everything. So I can just have all the steps like as
Yeah.
everything goes by, yeah.
How, girl? Honestly, you can teach people a thing or two about organization and passion. Honestly, it's keep that. Always keep that. I love that you've got your own book, your own author book. You can teach me some things because I love notebooks. I've got so many, but I've got a bit
Yeah.
in here, then I've got a bit in there, then I've got something there, then I've got stuff for my business there, then I've got book ideas here. You've got everything all in one place, and that's
Yeah.
great. See, look, you've got wow faces coming up. Denise says, "What do your school friends and teachers think about your love project? Your project?" Oh, we answered that a bit earlier on, but do you want to just let Denise know? Have you told your teachers about this as well?
I told my English teacher, it came up at parents' evening where my mum, she was talking about it, and I hadn't told my teacher before, and she was really surprised. She was like, "Oh, really? Like, how come you didn't tell me?" So I've been telling more people now, like my friends at school, and the response has been really positive, and people are really like proud of me, which is a really nice feeling as well. So gradually I'm telling more people, and it's just been really positive.
Wow, amazing. I want you to do one thing for me.
Mm.
Take a deep breath. They always say, "I am an author."
I am an author.
Okay, now you can say, "I am a published author."
I am a published author.
And how does that feel?
It feels great.
Yay! It's going to happen very soon. I'm very excited. Please, if you are watching this, this is what it's about, supporting our young people and supporting talent. So please do contribute whatever you can to that crowdfund. Follow Naysa. I think Mum's put at the Facebook page in the comments, the other side and more. Follow her journey. She'll be working with Constant Streams Publishing very soon, and we'll be birthing her book
Yeah.
soon. So please do follow the story. Please do support. Let people know about what's happening. We've got another question here. If you have any questions for Naysa, we've got about 5 minutes for you to throw those questions up. So Janine says, what advice would you give to a young writer starting off like yourself, Naysa? Excellent question.
Yeah, and some advice that I would give is to just not stop and like not give up, because I know that sometimes it kind of seems like quite a lot, because besides like writing the book, you've got like schoolwork and homework and then outside of school things. And then sometimes it can be quite easy to just let it go and just kind of
Yeah.
forget about it. But I think it's important to stay focused, and you need to make sure that is this really what you want to do, and if it is, don't give up on it, and you can't just stop and just disregard it. You need to just keep pushing on, and then good things will happen. It will all be worth it in the end.
Exactly. Do you know what? Exactly what you said just then. You could say that to a lot of the women that I speak to, and men. Obviously, work with male authors as well. That you could replace words like, schoolwork, homework, outside commitments with, you know, having children, having a job, paying your bills. All of these things, the exact same advice you gave to young people is very relevant to adults as well. And not just about writing a book, about following your, I hate saying following your dreams, sorry, because I believe our dreams are within us, they're not outside. So, you know, when it comes to really living in your dreams, whether it is birthing your dreams and making things happen. So that's awesome. Denise says great advice for any and everybody. Exactly. Thank you. So if anyone has any questions for Naysa, please do throw them up. We're here, ready. Roxy says, awesome young lady. Who was the author that inspires you? You probably answered this already though. Yeah. Who would you say inspires you?
I think inspirational authors for me would be J.K. Rowling, obviously, because I really like the Harry Potter books. And also, there's this author called Rachel Renee Russell who writes these diaries books, and I had the whole collection for like years ago, and I really liked her kind of style of writing and the way she did it, almost as if it was a diary entry. So I
Yeah.
really liked that. But I also really like Michael Grant, who wrote the Gone series, because I absolutely love those books. They're just amazing. They're really great. So
What do
I
you love?
just really like him as well. He's really great.
What do you love about those books? I don't know those books, I don't think.
So it's I really like the way that it's kind of written, because it's about these teenagers who are trapped kind of in a dome inside their city. So they don't know how it's been put there or anything, and they have to try and survive with the limited resources that they have. And
Wow.
it's really intense, and there's like a whole series, but it's really good. And I just really like the way that he kind of always keeps you on like on the edge of your seat. And
Yeah.
since it's a series, there's always a next part, and I always have to get the next book so I can read it like as soon as
Yeah.
possible, so that I have the next book there ready and I can just read it straight away, because it's just really interesting the way that he writes it, as if it is from like the character's point of view as well.
Yeah. Well, you sold that to me. I'm going to check this series out, actually. That's, I love stuff like that. So someone asked as well, do you have a mentor? Who's your mentor? I think that was good. Who's your mentor? Do you have a mentor?
I think my mentor kind of be my mom, I think, because she really pushes me to like be my best as well, and she pushes me to like, believe in myself, and I am an author already, because I always say that I want to be an author when I'm older, and
Yeah.
she's like, no, you are an author now, and
Yes, mum.
she's really allowed me to believe that and to know that now, that I can be an author now, and I don't have to wait until I'm older. And she's really just guided me throughout this whole thing. And she helped me with get the illustrator and you, the publisher. So I really thank you, Mom, for being there for me all the
Oh,
time.
hi, Mom. She's not going to come on, is she? Hi. Are you going to come on?
Mom, no, she's crying.
Oh, oh, bless. Okay. So, Dee Albert is the mother of this beautifully intelligent young girl, Naysa, and she set up the call. She's been pushing her daughter to really get this project off, well, not off the ground because it has, but she's really pushed her daughter to really make this dream come true. Hello, Dee, how are you?
Hi, Danny. I'm just
Oh, how are you feeling? Oh,
I'm just so proud of her.
Thank you.
I'm just
oh,
really proud of her. She's just really this journey that Naysa's been on and supporting her on has really just inspired me as well. She's kept me focused, like, Mom, have you done this with her lists and her books? And making me really think about things and just really helping me to be to be focused in my own life just generally. So yeah, she's just awesome. She really,
thank
really
you.
is. She really is. I'm
Bless
blessed.
her.
We're
Well, Dee,
blessed.
thank you so much because again, it wouldn't be possible without you. And I know that you've encouraged your daughter, you've set up the phone call, you've been behind the crowdfunding campaign. So I take my hat off to you for being such a supportive mother as well. And my belief is anyway that children are always our best teachers, no matter what we think.
No, thank you, Danni, as well. Thank you.
No
And
problem.
for their support as well.
Yes, definitely.
I missed that last bit. Sorry, it cut out.
Thanks everyone, just everyone who supported us like through this journey, our family and friends and everyone, because like the publishing of the book wouldn't be possible without them either. So just want to say thank you to everyone who's like put their support towards this.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so we've got quite a lot of comments now. Okay, let's go through this. Roxy, thank you. You're inspirational. Trevor, where are you buying your new house?
Hopefully somewhere hot.
Somewhere hot. Yeah, lovely. And Julia says, when did you begin writing?
I began writing this book at 11, but I've always written books, like from maybe 9, I'd say. I've always been writing like little, like on A4 pieces of paper,
Me
with
too.
a pencil. I've just been writing all the time.
We were the same in that way. Used to glue stuff together from the minute I could write. I was making stories and putting it together on little bits of paper. I love it.
Yeah.
Uka says Isaac wants to know if the main character in your book shares any characteristics with you personally. That's a great question.
I think so, yeah, because Anna's favorite color is turquoise, and my favorite color is also turquoise. I absolutely love turquoise; it's great. And also, I think I said in the beginning about how she likes tennis, and although I don't really play tennis that much, when I do play, I really enjoy it as well. So there's a few characteristics from some of the characters that do relate to people in real life, and also me.
Lovely, thank you. Sorry, I said turquoise was my second favorite color. It's purple first, and then turquoise is my best there. Trevor says, "What car are you buying?" Naysa says, "Naysa, I have to say thank you for a great tip on how to vision board my book." Oh, Rhoda, our editor's going to be writing her own book, and you've given her a tip about how to vision board her book. That's fantastic. Next stop, Soul Sundays with Oprah, says Samantha. Supermums always have to have a cry. Hats off to you. Oh, where would your ideal book launch venue be? That's a good idea. That's a good question. Janine's asking.
I don't really know, honestly. Um, oh yeah, that would be great. Mum's in Buckingham Palace. That would be awesome if it was there. Oh my days. But yeah, that would be ideal. Yeah, with the Queen. British Library definitely. Just there in the library.
Cool. Throw it out there. Remember, you've got your vision book. Write down what it is that you want. Write down your vision. Also brought tears to my eyes. Yeah. Well done, Dee. Credit to you both. Amazing mum. You're getting people emotional on this thread. Can't wait for the book launch. Amazing family I have. So proud. Well done. You've got so much support here. Please contribute to donate crowdfund information. Exactly. Linda, thank you so much for putting up the crowdfunding link. Please do support her. Please do let people know about this. How often do you see young people doing such amazing things and speak about it so articulately and passionately? Naysa, what age group are you aiming your books at? Okay, let's go for that one. What age group again?
It's kind of like my age group, so from maybe 10 to like 16, kind of aimed at. I feel like they could be able to relate to the book the most, but it's really for everybody and anyone. Anyone can read it, but I feel like that kind of age group would be able to relate to it more and just have more interest in it.
Amazing, thank you. Any final words then of wisdom from Naysa? Imagine that what would you say to somebody who really, you've sort of answered it a little bit before, but what would you say to somebody who really wants to publish a book? They've got an idea, it's really great, but they've hidden it, they've not shown anyone, and they think that, maybe everyone will laugh and they think it's rubbish. What would you say to them?
I feel like, as I said before, to keep going and don't give up. And also, I can understand the kind of not really wanting to tell anybody because you're afraid of what they'll think. And I think it's kind of just like you don't have to tell the whole world, you know. You can just gradually just tell person by person, like your parents and then some family and your friends, and then you can just, you know, open yourself up just that bit more, because it's not as easy as everyone says. Like some people just like, oh, you know, just tell everyone. And
Yeah.
it's not always that easy for yourself, because you don't know what other people think, but it doesn't really matter in the end, because it's not their life, honestly. It's not theirs. It's up to you how you feel comfortable about sharing it. It's not about what they're going to think or what they might say, because it doesn't matter in the end, because it's not their life, it's your life, and you have to do what you feel is right in the end.
Oh my gosh, you are going to have to come down to one of my workshops and speak, because you just, honestly, you amazing. You are amazing, honestly. It has been an absolute pleasure to interview you. You are brilliant. You are smart. You are articulate. You are beautiful. You are talented, very creative. But really, most importantly, for something like this, you are dedicated, committed, and determined to get your projects off the ground and running, and
Yeah.
encourage and inspire others along the way. And I absolutely love that. You've got lots of other questions coming up. You've got a few other questions. Janine says, how long will it, how long till it's published and I can read this finally? Well, let's see. Once we start, then we can give some dates. But at the moment, we're going to focus on the crowdfunding campaign, getting that going, and hopefully we can start as soon as possible. We're looking
Yeah.
for a launch this year. This year,
Yes,
love
definitely
positive and
this year.
motivating words. Exactly. So I'm going to end by asking you, how can people connect with you and find out about your book again?
So you can go on the Facebook page, which I will link below after this. It's called At the Other Side and More. And you could also find us through the crowdfunding page as well. So the book is mainly based on Facebook, but you can also find information that I've written on the crowdfunding page as well. Like besides the donation, I've got a profile on there where I've written like my goals and why I've written the book and everything. So yeah, you can find us there.
I can speak to you all day. Thank you so much, everyone who's come to watch and for coming in.
Thank
If you have any
you.
questions and maybe you're watching this on the replay, please put a hashtag replay. Write up your questions. I'm sure Naysa will come back and answer those questions as well. If we've missed any, I'm sure Naysa will answer those too. Please do support this amazing young talent. Let people know about this. Invite people. Well, don't invite people to this broadcast because I'm closing now. But do please share this out on your pages, on pages of groups. Let people know about this amazing project, this amazing young lady. And Dee, thank you for your support and being an amazing mum and encouraging your daughter to reach for everything that she can. I'm going to end by saying it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, and I'll see you all next week. We'll be back Wednesday, 7 p.m. GMT, 2 p.m. EST, where I'll be interviewing Samantha Horton. And tune in then. All right, take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.